Hello YouTube, this is Titan's Missus and this video is of my modded General Grievous Sideshow collectibles. I can't remember what scale he is, but I know one thing, that he is a limited edition. And if I put the light on, I'm just figuring out, there we go, put the light on, you can see me in the video there. You can see that he's got very nice looking eyes. They're very well captured. You see a great capture, very nice detail on this. This video particularly is for one DGDVE who's asked me how I did this mod. What actually happened to my General Grievous is I was dusting it and I was a little bit too heavy-handed because I have autism and I'm a little bit heavy-handed. There's a nice side view of General Grievous. Now, I was just a little too heavy-handed on this and I accidentally broke it by dusting it. The cloth got caught on his arm and bent it, just snapping the resin because it's resin over metal. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you can see on this bit, you can see a metal pin sticking out there. It's like a metal rod, and this bit is like the resin part, as you can hear. And as you can see, this part snapped from here, so this part snapped from here. That's the part that you're going to have to snap on yours if you want to do this mod to 1DGDVE. That you've asked me how did I do this. Now, like I said, I accidentally broke mine. As you're saying that yours is bent too far forward, so if you bend it back, it'll break off at this point. I don't know what point yours is bent, but as you can see, mine broke here and here. It's such a shame because it's a nice figure. So to rescue it, I did this mod where I put the arm together. As you can see, it's bent here as well. So you have to bend it at that point as well to get the arm to sit in that position. It wasn't easy. Requires a lot of hard work. You'd have to cut the hands off and put them in a... you'd have to take the hand off, bend it off. As you can see there where I've snapped it off. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Hang on, let's gotta get it to focus. As you can see there where I snapped it off to glue the hands together, like that. So you can get an idea of how I've done it. Take the lightsaber out of his hands, you'd have to break the lightsaber out. Now that little bit I still haven't cut out yet. Still gotta cut that bit out. But as you can see from there, you can see that I've taken a lightsaber out of his hand, but you have to do the mod. You can see the fingers come nicely together. Not easy. A lot of hard work is involved in doing this. Just to warn you. But you can see it's got a nice ivory effect on it. Beautiful figure. And you put the arm back on there. At that point. Just like that. And as you can see, like I said, you can see where it's snapped off here against the back of my finger. You see where it's broke off here. As you said, it's not an easy mod, not an easy one at all to do. Like I said, it's a shame that it broke. As you see there, you can see where I've snapped it, see where I've bent it there as well. But you can't really see, to cover that break, I'm going to put a bit of putty in there, or whatever I can put in there that I can paint over to get it to that colour and get that nice, as you can see, that nice weathered effect on it. And this bit is hard to get to glue together because it's two smooth bits hitting one another. There's no surface for the glue to get into to sort of glue it together, so that's quite difficult to do. You're going to need super glue to do this. As you can see, mine's got a little bit of movement in it. And that's in case I knock him. So if I knock him, it'll just do that rather than destroying any of the little delicate parts that you've got here. See this little delicate piece here, so it won't snap that. And these little pieces here, you can see they've got a bit of movement in them there. And you don't want to snap those either. You want to be very careful of all these delicate little parts as well. As you can see here, you can see again where it snapped. Because of the gravity of the pull. Pulled the front piece, which was up at this angle, broke down and came down to that angle. So as you can see, it snapped. Which is a shame, like I say, because it's a nice detailed figure. And if I take it down, you can see on the legs, it's got this lovely weathered effect on it. which is all hand painted apparently. So each individual piece is different. And as you see, the arms don't quite come together here, but it comes together here. Because those bits glue in very nicely together there. And the noise you can hear is that's my parrot, but you can see there where I've had to snap the arm off as well, is the hand off. That's very hard to get to glue onto the piece here, as you can see. Again, I'm going to fill out, this is not a finished mod yet, still a work in progress. Now another thing I can say about this figure is the leg has got a bit of movement in it. You can see there, that looks like it's starting to break, which, like I say, as you can see, I haven't polished him, he's a bit dusty. Because I don't want to risk breaking that. These bits can come off, so you've got to be careful of those bits because they're not a solid part of the figure. Again, they're a separate piece, that's two separate pieces there. But like I said about the ivory effect, you can see it's got a nice ivory effect on his armour. And as you can see, like again, I haven't dusted it because, like I say, he is very fragile. But he's lovely detail. Don't know if you can see all the organs in there. You can see, yeah, you can see the organs in there. If I just get the light at a right angle, you can see all the organs in there, just inside there. Again, that's a separate piece, so you got to be careful you don't knock any of this off, because this is all separate pieces. So just watch you don't knock all of them off. And as you can see, this arm moves forward as well. But you can see it's catching on that, so just be extremely careful that you don't snap that piece when you move the arms. You've got to have a little bit of movement in them. It's a nice figure, it's a premium format figure, and as you can see, I've put a label on mine. It says General Grievous with a special labelling device, because it would have been nice if they did a plaque on the front saying his name, General Grievous, and what episode of Star Wars he was from, but I've made my own label that you can see there, that I've put on, because when I display these pieces I like people to know who they are. I'd like a cabinet to display all these in. You can see his eyes. It's very sallow eyes because he's vengeful against the Jedi for what they did to his home world. You can read his backstory on the internet, but you can see his very sallow reptilian eyes. Not a happy chap, of course. I wouldn't be. And that is my General Grievous mod. Like I say, it's not an easy job to do. 1DGDVE. It's not an easy job. It takes a lot of hard work. I don't know if you've done modelling before. If you haven't done modelling, I certainly wouldn't advise it. If you haven't done modelling before, certainly wouldn't. I mean, in English pounds, this figure costs £400 English pounds. So I'm guessing it's about $750. So, like again, I wouldn't advise doing this if you haven't doing this mod at all. If you haven't done any modelling experience, I certainly wouldn't advise it. I'd advise against it. So that's my mod and my General Grievous premium format figure. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And soon I will be doing a review of the 3A Metal Gear Rex. So keep your eyes open for that video. More to come. I don't stop it recording.